All right. Since we just did a little blurb about the windfall elimination provision, let's get into the government pension offset, GPO. It's kind of like a cousin or a sister, brother, sibling to the WEP. All right. So GPO, government pension offset, it applies to people who have a government pension that is uncovered, similar to the WEP, uncovered in terms of Social Security taxation when you earned that income that resulted in that pension. If that was uncovered, it was exempted from Social Security taxation. You didn't pay taxes on it. You didn't earn Social Security on it. If that is the case, and you are then seeking a spousal benefit based on your spousal Social Security benefit based on your current or prior or deceased spouse's work record, GPO will apply. And like the WEP, people don't like it. They, obviously when you're thinking you're getting double, you're not getting double. So the reason being for the government pension offset, or yeah, it can be an offset. It can actually kind of wipe it out too. Under the Social Security rules, spousal or widow benefits is a dependent benefit. And there are dependency rules. So in other words, like if I am a spouse and I want to collect, I'm collecting my own Social Security and I want to collect a spousal benefit based on my husband's work record, I can't collect them both because mine is covering me, or it would be mine plus a little bit of extra, like a spousal boost, I used to call it, back before they destroyed part of that in 2015. You can get the higher of the two amounts, but you're never going to get both. So you can get the spousal amount, but it's going to be you getting yours, and then they're going to give you a little piece extra that would make up the difference to whatever would be your spousal amount. Can't get both. So the GPO is to conform with that that dual eligibility narrowing where you can't get both. So a spouse who you have your own pension, and so you're not so dependent on a spouse's work record because you had your own, you got a pension. And you potentially may or may not have your own Social Security spousal benefit also, which of course then you'd be looking at the WEP potentially. So check out that one if you aren't familiar with it. But the idea is spouses trying to collect spousal Social Security cannot do that if they have a government pension, whether it's Social Security of their own, they can get one or the other. So because workers under the Social Security program who do not have a pension are not allowed to get twice, they are not going to allow, and this has been going on for several decades now, it's nothing new for sure, they're not going to allow spouses who happen to have a government job and get a pension to get that extra from the spousal benefit from their spouse. Okay, there's going to be some sort of math applied. It can even, unlike the WEP, it can actually wipe out all of the spousal benefit, but sometimes there is a little spousal benefit to be had. But usually often the pension can be pretty substantial, so it wipes it out. But again, it's so that two spouses are not treated differently, with one getting a double while the other one does not. Okay. And it also kind of conforms with the idea that a spousal benefit or a widow benefit is a dependent benefit. It's an auxiliary benefit. So if you're not dependent by the numbers, then you wouldn't get it anyway, for the very same reason that a spouse is not going to be able to collect her own benefit plus a spousal benefit on her husband's record. So it's just kind of evening that playing field. And I know people hate it, when they're expecting dual. And I should say that when you download your Social Security earnings statement, which we should all do every year, and I know many of us don't, if you look at the fine print, when they give you the estimate of what your retirement would be, or if you became disabled, people don't seem to read the whole thing. They just see the bold thing. But the finer print explains a little bit about if you have pension, this could be different. And by the way, it's government pension. It's not private pension, although it could be foreign government pension. And foreign pensions, but it's not going to be if you work for a company here and you get a pension. Okay, only if it's governmental here. All right. I hope that explains the GPO a little bit. And I'm sorry if it's disappointing, but that's the reason why. Oops, I hear the dogs. Gotta go. Bye.